Hello dear viewer, I'm leesusss and welcome back to Colony Survival, and we're here. If you can smell delicious smells, that's because we're in the kitchen. The smell of cooking fish and bread and jam on bread. Don't get those two mixed up, by the way. Fish on bread, I guess that might be okay. Or maybe fish with jam. Even fish with jam does work. If you've ever had kippers, smoked and jam. Sorry, distracted. I know. I'm hungry. It's the smells. So the reason I'm in here is not to talk about fish and jammy fish, is because I wanted to address something that I'd hinted at in the previous episode, which was a bit of an imbalance we had. We collectively, this is your colony as well, we had recently that I had to deal with, which was all down to really us getting better at things like science. And the problem is quite clearly illustrated in the kitchen. So, for example, if we just shove these two out the way for a second, it's about tools. Okay, so we're using bronze tools, yeah? And these guys they're making bread and jammy bread and meat and fish and all the rest of it. And they're using other things. So that we've got fish coming from there, and bread's a good example. We've got to make a bread, you need a pot of flour, you need firewood and a pot of water. So the flour comes from over here. These guys grinding, who use pots, they use wheat and pots to make flour, which is great. However, they don't need any tools. Why would they need any tools? They don't need tools. They just spin the big grindstone here. What's the word for a grindstone like this? Oh goodness, it's not just a grindstone. It'll come back to me later. It's two stones on top of each other when you grind them together, which is not the same as like a millstone. That's a bit more fancy. So so these guys have suddenly gotten much better because they've got bronze tools, whereas chumps like this, they're using no tools at all. And for example, the water, those guys don't need any tools either. They're just pumping away over there. They've got some pumps over there, and we've got some guy scooping up in buckets down here. And this is the imbalance we're seeing. I suddenly started to see big drops in certain things, and like engineers doing nothing, tool blocks doing nothing, and basically because the big difference between how good copper tools are. See, these guys only use copper for the potters that we need for the pots for. Yeah, the big jump forward with bronze imbalanced a lot of the thing in here. So I've done a lot of shuffling around the bodies. I've taken people off doing things like making blocks because they weren't doing anything, and on from there. However, I think I've resolved that. The question still lies, though, is something else in here, which the eagle eyes might have spotted. Where's the iron tools? I mean, we went straight from iron to bronze. I mean, I think in most games you'd expect you can't skip iron, can you? And most games, quite frankly, iron is better than bronze. Yeah, it's better for weapons, it holds an edge better, although bludgeoning weapons, I would say a big bronze object is possibly better. It's better for fine tools, and of course it leads to steel later, but generally, iron better than bronze. Bronze armour, very protective, extremely heavy compared to what iron would be. So where is the iron? And I thought I'd missed it last time. So iron lives under bricks. Now I hadn't unlocked bricks for absolutely ages. I've just done it recently because I didn't really care about making bricks. I wasn't that bothered. I thought we've got mud bricks and we've got cobblestone and other things. I seemed fine. I didn't want to mix up the patterns again. Yeah, these cobblestone bricks are very nice. I didn't want to mix up the design by adding bricks in. And in fact, these guys aren't making bricks because... Why are you not making bricks, guys? You got to make bricks? Okay. You make coloured bricks, and bricks are made by the smelter. And quite frankly, they're busy doing other stuff like making copper and everything else. Bronze seems to have caught up. But copper is still massively in demand. For example, every time we have a night time, the siege uses lots and lots of arrows and crossbow bolts, hundreds of each, to bring down the forces of darkness that try to invade, and those get used up every day. We've got to keep up with that. And the other problem is, okay, so iron seemed to have been missed, and I've now unlocked it. And the other thing we also seem to be missing is that making bronze takes a long time. I've thrown a lot of bodies at it to solve it. We've got a lot of miners up there in Roanoke sending us the raw materials, but it took a long time. And I think these smelters aren't really up to snuff either. So we need something else. And the logical to me would be next charcoal, which doesn't appear to be in the game, or coal. If you remember, coal lives under the giant trees with zinc, mammoth trees. Okay, so great, I've unlocked iron. So let's do some iron, then we can fill in those tools and everything else. But hold your horses there, sir. A major step forward in your economy. An increased threat by 100. We're also about to hit 200 again, despite my careful manipulations and the big forces that are coming in. This is going to be a major jump forward. So the answer, I don't know why iron tools count below bronze. Maybe they're a bit easier to make, but there's a lot of other things that come with iron that we want. But we can't. I mean, we've got raw iron, which is good. This is part of the way towards making steel. We've got the bloomery, we've got the kiln, and all these things will help with everything else, and onto steel and everything else. So, in anticipation for that, I've been starting to build up the defences again. You can see I've put bastion type towers out here like this. I've increased the height of these towers, so we can have a. I'm interested again. You can see they don't all quite line up. I'm interested again in the use of different weapon types with different ranges paired together, and also different distances for the guards doing it. Okay, so they can be. So people are not. If there's a big crowd of zombies coming in, we can winnow them down without everybody shooting at the same zombie and then part of the crowd sneaking through. Because every night, despite this, we still get the occasional zombie has to be hit by a trap. So this guy's even facing this way, because the zombies tend to come in by the river up here, and then he has a better chance to shoot them. That's not these guys. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build this up. This is in preparation for iron. Oh, okay. The demonstration is beginning. However, there's another aspect to continue here. To consider here. We're about to get a change in the game beyond just having outposts. Okay, which I keep calling colonists in videos for some reason. Outposts. We need more outposts. That's fine. I've looked at the tech tree. For example, we're looking at iron here to see what the next lot of weapons are. There aren't any for a while. Crossbows is where we're at. Okay, and crossbows will continue until we unlock steel way in the future. Okay, so how are we going to deal with this? Well, if you look at the sort of text coming in, there's a lot of there's traps and there's things like that coming as well. There's more traps up here as well. There's ropes which are used for other traps as well. I think there's alarm bells and there's other ones in here. There's a projectile trap and various other things that are coming in here. So the game is telling us, I think, that we don't get to just throw more bodies at it. We can do a bit more with that, but we're going to have to head more towards the kill box method with traps. Okay, we're going to have to guide these guys through. There goes a trap. Someone's tried to sneak through. Someone else tried to sneak through. We need to build up the defences here, but at some point we have to rely more on traps. Here they come. These guys have walked all the way around the fortress, by the way. Like a second part of the wave. Yes, we have to rely more on traps, a little bit on guards, but a lot more on traps. That's going to change the nature of what our colony, quite frankly, what is becoming a fortress, our fortress looks like. Okay, so that's a little snapshot of what the future is going to be. By the way, this side isn't quite as heavily built up, but it's getting there. You see, bastions along here. I don't quite like what it's doing to my thing. I think it's ruined the aesthetic a little bit of my town that I was trying to create. But tough. We need to survive. So, are we going to begin on that yet? No, we are not going to. I've got to work up on this slowly. Yeah, slowly expand from here. We're going to do more with colonies, but we're not doing colonies today. Well, we might do a little bit of colonies. We're going to try to do a bit more of other things. So, for example, there's no point doing brass yet. We're going to go to the tree and do that. We have the builder from here. So let's unlock some of these before we move on. And that's what we'll do this episode. And go from there. For example, we don't really need more food. But chickens! I want the chickens. Animal carcasses, so we can produce so Steve-O and Steve and also Steve. Actually, Steve-O's been moved on to another job. I can't think what, but we can get carcasses from chickens. But there we go. So let's unlock this. Chicken meals! Okay, now these seem to be increasing the threat. on here. So I'm presuming we can just have some chickens. A cabbage farmer. Oh, and barley. Oh, that unlocks as well. Okay. Yeah, barley's an interesting one. Whoa, we'll see what else they give us from barley. Let's put some chooks over here, shall we? Yeah? If we put, how big is a chicken farmer? Space. 48? Looks like it's the bees, more like. 36, not 36. 32? 36? No, I think it's 32 then. Is this the right place? This will do, actually. This will be fine. You know what chickens like? Chickens like grubbing around in the dirt is what they really like. And they like to eat bugs. So they really want to do is dig through grass and gravel and dirt and dig up all the grubs and insects and things that they find. They really love. So under the trees like this would be a great place. You'd have worms and beetles down here, things out of the trees. And this would be a good place. And we'll go from there. But I want to see what the chicken farmer produces. Are we actually going to have little chooks running around? Oh, that'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? To have little chooks. I don't think we will. But let's... there's not a lot of animation in the game apart from walking between places as they're and firing crossbows. So let's find out what happens with that. But the guy's... Oh, no, he's putting little... It's like the bees. He's going to put little chicken coops down. Cool. I want chickens running around. That'd be wonderful. What else can we do here? That's easy. Projectile trap. Let's get that on the go. I mean, that's going to be made by our friend over here. We'll come back and check on the chickens in a minute. The engineer guy, who's not had too much to do so far. Oh, no, not the chicken. No, we don't want chicken coops. No. Wrong thing. There, me. Right. Bashing away. Dropper traps, projectile traps. Projectile traps are interesting. So, drop a trap, copper ingots, leather and gold ingots. Fine. Trap item, waits monsters a pass along and triggers. Refilled today. 500 damage. You've got 10-second cooldown on them. 8 blocks, I think, is the vertical distance. And it holds 3 tools. Okay. Projectile trap. Bronze ingots, copper ingots, gold ingots. That's fine. We've got lots of gold coming in now. Pass along next to them. 2500 damage, 10-second refill, 12 blocks distance. 10 ammo, which is nice. Only triggers on monsters with at least 1,000 health points. I like that. We're not going to be wasting this on any old chumpy monster coming through. This is a high-powered trap for the really nasty stuff coming through. And we're going to put some... I want to see how much the projectiles... Can we see how much the projectiles cost to make? Are they going to be copper again? Copper ingots. Ow! 8 copper ingots. And it only makes 1? Woo! Well, I guess it's not going to be used very often. But there we go. I reworked the gateway a little bit over here. It's now 3 wide. Okay, and I put some more droppers in. Up this way. These were just windows before. We'll put them in here, I think, to catch any big monsters coming through. Because we're going to get... Again, we're preparing for the future. We're being smart. Look how smart we're being. Look at us. Look at us being clever. Where is... That's the normal dropper trap. So we're going to have to put some over here, and then we're going to have to put some over here. Here I don't know what to do with them because this opens straight into... Excuse me, sir. Sorry about this. Opens straight into here, but we might put it in there anyway. I don't know. I'll have to do something about that. Maybe we'll have to expand that building and do some rearrangement a little bit. I have to rework this as well. This gatehouse annoys me. It was good for its time. Now it's annoying me. So that's projectile traps. Let's go look at the chickens. Chickens! No chickens. Oh, yeah, I know why you've got no chickens. So I saw this on here. So we saw 2 other things there. I don't know what they're both for, but where's the banner from there? No, not chicken farmer. Barley farmer and cabbage farmer. Arable? What's arable ground? I guess it means we can't just build that anywhere. Is this arable ground? We'll find out in a minute. Barley, I'm thinking here, is only used for... It's for chicken feed. It's quite a common animal feed. I think that's what they're going to use it for here. Which is a shame. because barley's a wonderful crop. I love barley. I love eating barley. Great in lamb stews. The little grains in there, really, really good. And great for flour. I love barley bread. Barley bread's wonderful. Really good, very lovely sweet taste to it. And beer. Yes, beer. Barley's great for beer. But there we go. As at least one of you I know out there who makes their own drinks knows very well. I don't know if we can actually put down barley here. Then we'll find out. Is this arable land? Tell me, is it arable land? Oh, look. Okay, it's happy. I don't think we can build it in a swamp. Then is the answer. What's the size? 100. 100, I'm guessing. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it. There's a bloody fly in my room. I really detest flies. It's because it's getting nice and warm. Yeah, even in the UK, it gets warm occasionally. And it's annoying the dog as well. If he starts barking, that's why, because he hates flies as well. Almost as much as me. Right, okay, I think we're going to do it. This is two thingies there, two beehives. It's going to be 100, isn't it? There. Okay. So this is going to be it's going to be feed for the chickens. They might make something. They might make beer or something else out of it, but I don't know. We'll find out later if they do that. That would be wonderful. I mean, you could make. We've got the magical sanctified bread sandwiches and wheat porridge. I mean, where is that? Body of our Lord. Sacred wheat porridge, sacred bread meal. I don't know. We'll have to come up with a deity at some point. An inappropriate deity, of course. Yeah, cabbage farmer. And now for the cabbage farmers, I don't know what the cabbages are for. I mean, I guess we're just going to eat them? Just more complicated meals? I mean, cabbage is quite nice. It's alright. I wouldn't have cabbage on its own. I'd have cabbage on other things. I don't know. But let's do a cabbage farm. No. No. Cabbage farm. Requires arable ground. Okay. Yeah. Where are we going to fit this in? We're running out of room a little bit. I think I turned that forest off. We've got loads of wood. Let's go over this way. We're probably a bit too far out now. We'll put it over this way, I think. Are you planting? Planting your barley? Lovely, lovely. We'll have a little bridge over here, by the way. Secondary bridge. This is more for work than I thought we were getting a bit far out. And I thought we'd go from there. Oh, by the way. You probably guessed it already, but I did also extend the area of the colony to be able to do this, to go another 5 steps out. Let's put our cabbage farmer over here, maybe. You can go next to this guy. No, I want to get rid of that. I'm trying to do less of this torches just laying around on the ground. Cabbage farmer, what do you reckon? Another 100 one? If you're going to do cabbages, you might as well do a lot of cabbages. You know what? There's no point doing a handful of cabbages, is there? Not really. And we'll find out what we get out of this in the morning. Well, I guess this answers this, doesn't it, really? So, I should have looked at this before when I got the chicken, shouldn't I? So, chicken farmer, barley farmer, cabbage farmer. We've got a chicken meal, which is chicken and cabbage. It sounds okay. Looks like there's a couple of potatoes in there as well. And what that green stuff is, maybe that's the cabbage. So what are these? There's fish fingers in the middle. We've got the sacred chicken meal, which is always good. 2 sacred points, which I think is more than you get from the sacred bread meal. And we've got chicken raw, and we get the carcasses from there. Carcass is a bit of a weird one, because remember, carcasses get used by Steve, and also Steve, and they turn carcasses into leather. Now, chickens are wonderful for many things. I don't think leather's one of them, but that's fine. I did wonder how they were going to solve that. I think sheep would have been a good idea. Actually, we could have had sheep up on the hills, but never mind. That's okay. That adds complications as well. Having sheep out there. Also, how would zombies respond to chickens and sheep? Do they want to eat the chickens and the sheep, or just the chickens? Who knows? But we've not got any. We've not yet got any barley. Anyway, so it's fine. So it's still growing. There you go. That's barley. That's a good indicator. Good representation of it. That'll get moderately tall with little bits on top. Actually, looks remarkably similar to the to the wheat. But then again, they're similar. They're grasses. They're similar arable grasses. And over here, did I not put a step in there? Why did I not do that? Hold on. Look at this. Look at me doing stuff on the fly. Look at me solving problems as I see them. I constantly find these things like weird block placements and stuff like that, which usually is off camera that I'm solving that. There you go. Whee! And I can run straight over without pausing or weeing. We've got the cabbages. Yeah, what can you say about cabbages, really? Stinky old brassicas that they are. So there you go. So we've got those. We've got the chicken meals and the cabbage meals. What else did we do? Nothing else very exciting. What else we? There's no point doing hemp yet. Well, there will be actually. We'll do the hemp in preparation, but we've got to actually go to the marsh and grow that. Brass, we need some zinc to actually do that. Also, we're short on ancient tablets of wisdom, so our community is just producing some more of those. I think we used a lot up on one of the other technologies. We will do that. Scrolls of knowledge for the builder, we can do that. Hemp, ropes, again, tablets of wisdom, we'll get there after a while. That's going to be a good one, but we need the hemp to do the ropes anyway. Hemp's a wonderful substance, but it's we're not ready for that. We can quickly do... We'll look at the digger before we go. A builder and a special digger. A builder sounds more interesting, doesn't it, really? There we go. So what does this mean? How does this work? So last time it was... Oh, cotton. Last time it was under construction, wasn't it? Opens ability to select the type and select the area to fill. Okay, let's what do we got a lot of? About cobblestone. This looks very familiar, doesn't it, really? Okay. Let's see what he does. So he's just going to put basically a bunch of cobblestone down. I was really hoping for something along blueprints. Come on, hurry up! Where are you? I know you've got to come from the keep in the middle. It shouldn't take you too long. Yeah, I'm presuming that the I thought it would be like a what do you call it? A blueprint where you'd say, okay, I've designed a building, like some of the Minecraft mods have done, or they used to do in the past. You design a building, you'd select the entire area, blueprint it. And then as long as you provided them with the resources... In fact, there was definitely a mod for this. I remember seeing it. I remember the Yogs doing it. They would recreate that building using the resources that were there. Who's done this, by the way? Who left a torch there? Very annoying. We're missing cabbage now. So what's this guy doing? He's off to... So he's gone off to get blocks, I presume. No, he's going to go to bed. Anyway, I think that's what's going to happen. He's just going to build a big slab over there. I'll show you next time you're here. But before we finish, though, let's do one more thing. Because we should have the projectile traps. So if we put them in here... There we go. And do we already have some projectiles? And can you even reach that, fella? I guess you've got to go from the back to reach it. So let's give you a... Let's give you some steps to get there. Oh, he's in bed anyway, it doesn't matter. But I'll put some... there you go. I'll give him some little steps. So you can reach them. That's pretty good. There you go. You better get up there and refill the traps. And hopefully we can see them. We might not see them in action for quite a long time, because I think the monsters that come through here are mostly low health. It's when we push it into the Iron Age that it's going to be a problem. So, what have we done today? We discussed, the future of the colony, I think, really, and I've got some... Hopefully the next videos will be some interesting updates for you from there. We're not going to push into the Iron Age just yet until we're ready, and I've got a way to, I think it's a good way to test how ready we are in terms of our defences. I've already added some guys up here, see, just to start dealing with these defences. I mean, I'm going to slowly build up on those. Dogs shouting in the background, and we'll go from there. And probably next time, yeah, I think we're going to mess around with some outposts next time, and go from there and see how we get on with the chickens and all the rest of it. Building up slowly, but there's a big jump ahead coming, and we're going to have some careful thinking about how to catch the future waves, the Iron Age waves of monsters, in some devious traps and things from there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you again. Assuming I'm not eaten by zombies, I'll see you again next time.